All right, welcome back, traders. Welcome back. It's your Sunday evening live stream here, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we start a little bit early tonight. I wanted to just kind of cover, typically our election years bearish or bullish, right? So, let's kind of take a look about what happened in previous elections, all right? So, looks like most of them have been pretty bullish. I mean, going as far back as 1928, right? Mostly a lot of green, mostly a lot of green after the election. Now, proceeding to the election, we could see obviously pullbacks in the markets and things like that. I mean, we've already begun to see that obviously since September 1st here on Bitcoin. We saw a big move down, not a big move, but we're about what, 20% off the highs. 20-ish% off the highs, which in bull markets is normal, so not something to really be concerned about. All right, let's look at the S&P real quick. The mini futures. I am early. Yes. So mini futures are up right now. Negligible amounts, actually, maybe just flat right now. Okay. So no real clear pattern here. I mean, you could argue that this is a maybe bear flag, obviously, on the smaller time scales here. All right, so no clear trade setup just yet. All right, we could go back up to the top of this range here, come back down and kind of just trade in this for a while until we get either a break up or a break down, right? The macro is still technically bullish, right? So this could break back to the upside, but we're actually nearing a pivotal area, right? So we want to see what ends up happening here in the coming days, weeks within the stock market, because as you guys know, Bitcoin is more correlated to the S&P than it is to gold, unfortunately. It's just a proven thing right now, and until we see more correlation for Bitcoin and gold happening, there's an 80% correlation to the S&P versus a 20% correlation to gold for Bitcoin. So just kind of use that information as wisely as you can. If you think we've topped out in the stock market, it's possible that we've made a top in the Bitcoin market, right? So I'm not saying that that we've topped out. What I'm saying is on the daily time scale here, we're at crucial areas, right? We're at crucial areas. We've broken the previous support area here. That was a once an all-time high. We've made higher highs, but we go to the weekly. Okay, we have this bearish divergence that is playing out, or is starting to play out. Okay, we're still in bullish territory on the weekly for now. Okay, so we made a higher high on price and a lower high on the RSI, manufacturing in some divergence. All right, we don't have an MFI sell signal that didn't come in yet, right? So the MFI sells, these are pretty drastic on a weekly time scale. This actually signaled for the coronavirus dump, which is pretty amazing. So we're not getting any of that right now. So maybe we're not going to see a big crash like everyone thinks, and we could just maybe base out right here, maybe get one more leg down. We'll see. Maybe down to this 3150 area. It's possible. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying that it's possible to happen. All right, the daily right now actually looks like it might test towards the top of this this bear flag that we're in right now. Okay, Like I said, we could just ping pong, all the way through this bear flag. All right, that's S&P. Gonna do Bitcoin real quick. So the Bitcoin daily candle, obviously painting a bearish engulfing candle right now. We are above the heart line. Okay, there is that. We are technically putting in a higher low here. Okay. But, we got like bearish convergence happening here on the daily, okay? Positive momentum and slowly starting to wean. It isn't completely confirmed just yet. There really isn't much going on here in terms of a trade setup, okay? The 4 hour looks like it did maybe make a pivot here, and we could, test back up here again, possible. All right, we got a new daily candle open right now. And the Bitcoin futures are up right now, 10,940. So we're basic. I mean, my futures information is a little delayed. So usually there's about $100 spread between, or $100 to $200 spread between spot and the futures market. Okay. But also do note that Bitcoin dominance is on its way up. Okay. And typically when Bitcoin dominance is on its way up, it means that altcoins are going to take a hit versus Bitcoin, okay? As you guys can see, we did make this double bottom down here. All right, we haven't produced a higher high just yet, okay? So let's be real about this. Like, this isn't something to really worry about just yet. Like I said, we did break out of it, back tested it, and we need to really make a move on these alts. We need to get back above the 62 area. I'd say that's the first step to really changing the trend on the dominance. Okay. So we might just chop around for a while. There is no real divergence or any really anything happening right now. We're just kind of floating in a non-tradable area in terms of a swing trade or I mean, yeah, you could scalp maybe, maybe scalp for a potential short, depending on the price action, right? Well, I want to thank the 5 people that did join me tonight, or 4 people that did join me tonight. Sure. Let's see, we can look at ETH real quick. I had this drawn out a little bit earlier. ETH also in a bear flag, right? And it started to break down out of the flag. It's like I said, Bitcoin dominance on the rise isn't good for altcoins, okay? Could we see a back test of this back into the bear flag? Sure. We didn't confirm an entire breakdown just yet. We have to really break below this 360 area to really confirm a breakdown. Okay. But I'm leaning more towards the bearish side than I am the bullish side right now on this. I mean, obviously the macro is still bullish, right? But I'm talking about for the shorter time scales here, shorter term, maybe the next week or two, until we really see some higher lows being made and a push back above this 480 area, right? Really, just getting back above that $400 area for ETH is pretty crucial. Okay. But if we were to just use some basic Fibonacci and try to get some targets as to where this could really go, how low it could really go, okay, before we really start showing any sort of bullish divergence or anything like that, okay, we can go to our swing low or our swing high here. Okay, if you look, we got this bounce off the 236 fib extension, which ushered in this kind of like half-assed move, back up here. So basically a dead cat bounce is what I'm getting at, all right? So if this is a bear flag, which it looks like to me is a bear flag, okay, we can pull out and flag continue down, right? We could flag back down to this 250 area, okay? That's a possibility. Like, this is not out of the realm of possibilities, guys. I'm not saying that that's going to happen today or tomorrow, but definitely be on the lookout. I mean, we've got bearish convergence happening on the daily here. This isn't looking too good for the bulls, okay? Bearish convergence happening on the daily in a bear pole, bear flag. Actually, Bitcoin looks a lot better than Ethereum here, but they both look like they were going to probably make further moves down. I'm not seeing anything on the MACD here to really inflect a move to the upside, unfortunately. Okay. So dead cat bounce to a lower high. Obviously, we break completely down out of this flag. We go lower. We come back down to this 325 area, test it again. If it's regarded as support, great. Maybe we can double bottom down here and not go all the way down to the 382 fib extension. Okay. Like, if we get something like this, where we round out here and then we double bottom, sure, we can make further moves back to the upside, because that'll confirm to the market that this is the bottom, right? So we don't really have enough data here. Basically what I'm saying here is we are in a bear flag, and if we do break down out of this flag, that we don't really have any real support until this like 280, 290 area, 285, 290 area, okay? Yeah, we have these wicks here. I mean, staying above these areas is pretty crucial. If we can manage to stay above 350, okay, 340 to 350 range, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. As long as we can stay above there, I would say that. I mean, we can say that we're overall in a bullish trend with a bit of a pullback, right? So that's normal. It's normal. But in reality, the 382 fib extension is like the first real, bullish target after a major impulse up. Okay, so this 382 fib extension is kind of really where I'm targeting value. Okay, around this 260 area, 270 area. All right. So you could take some short positions here. This is definitely a possible area to take a short. All right. I know there's so many of you guys that joined me this evening here. I'm just kidding. Where is everybody, really, is the question. If you guys have any tickers tonight or anything you guys would like me to cover, please definitely shoot them in the chat. I'd love to take a look at them. If there's any real potentials on them or trade setups on them. It's kind of what we want to do here tonight. I was actually looking at SXP. Okay, this was an interesting setup that I saw. It may not play out because Bitcoin is going to potentially move down. But if Bitcoin doesn't move down and just kind of just chops around, we're at an 886 fib extension here. From swing high to swing low, which is potential for a reversal. This is a falling wedge that has potential maybe to reverse. We'll see. We got a couple dojis here, but now we got Bitcoin, kind of not dumping, but like just not doing anything good. So we'll see if this works out. I got a pretty tight stop on this, like around 145 on this. I'll look at H bar here. Yeah, sure. All right, so H bar broke the flag. Okay. Are we showing any signs of reversal? I mean, you could argue that the 4-hour is showing a little bit of seller exhaustion and bullish divergence here on the 4-hour. But are we showing it on any other of the oscillators? No, we're not. We're not showing it on the MACD. Yeah, this is a tough one, man. So we're not really showing any real signs of reversal just yet on this asset. I mean, yeah, we could be regarding this 786 pivot extension as a local support right now before it maybe continues lower. You know, we're in oversold, so we might get a bounce here. Sure, we might get a bounce here. But I'm not seeing anything that's you know, a real edge on this market, a real edge on this setup. Okay. I mean, you are at a critical support area. Yes, I mean, you could try here. Problem is that this negative momentum can, it looks like it's weaning, right? But it could just start building again. And then you're kind of screwed, right? So I don't know. Like I said, nothing really. I mean, yeah, you could see this as a falling wedge. Yeah, sure, good, but no real edge on the oscillator, right? We want to see that. We want to see that clear bullish divergence before we really take a position on something like this. Okay. So I mean, we do have. This is on the 8-hour chart. On the daily, we're oversold. Yes. We're oversold on daily. Like I said, we are showing some signs of divergence here on the 4-hour. We could get a nice bounce here. Okay. So if this is a valid wedge, which it could be. Could be. We're looking at a 45% measured move. If this is the bottom of the wedge, you know, and then we're looking at targets anywhere from all the way up to 4.8 cents. Okay, if this is a valid wedge. All right, let's look at Link real quick. So again, nothing really happening on this asset. We're not in any sort of pattern. We're just kind of dumping, right? Not really showing any sort of seller exhaustion just yet. You look at TRX. Yeah, I can do that. One sec. Look at TRX real quick, actually. Okay, so TRX. I mean, is this all the data we have on TRX? This is a terrible looking chart. We're just gonna use Binance. Fine, whatever. Okay. All right, so we got our tops and our bottoms here. For the daily, let's kind of get a conjecture of where we are. Okay, so from a swing high, or from a swing low to a swing high, we're looking for areas of value. Where, guys? Where? Anyone tell me in the chat where we're looking for areas of value? Let's go. Don't answer all at once. I'm waiting. I'm going to wait till I get some sort of response here. Come on. Rando. Where are we looking for areas of value, man? Right, that's right. The 382 is the first real level, right? Right, so this 382 is the first real level of value if we're in a bull market, right? But we could go all the way down to the 618 where we really get some sort of reversal, okay? It does look like a bullish flag. I agree with you. It does. It could even start to pivot here, and the reason why I say that is because we are showing some RSI bullish divergence here, okay? We are showing it here on the 4-hour. So here we go on TRX. Clear supply line there. Does look like a bit of a wedge, right? Now, all this gets negated if Bitcoin dumps, right? All this also gets negated if Bitcoin dominance skyrockets too. So, like, when you're looking at these charts and you're trying to do TI on them, you also have to have an understanding of what Bitcoin's doing. Because if Bitcoin makes a significant move to the downside or a significant move to the upside, it's going to screw up any of your TA on this asset. So kind of just take this all with a grain of salt in that if Bitcoin does make a significant move, it's going to impact your altcoin that you're trading, all right? So we are showing this bullish divergence here on the 4-hour, okay? Let's see if we can break above or break out of this, break this out, all right? You could take a position here. I'm not saying you can't. What I'm saying is, though, is, you know, you are at this critical support line right here, so this could be an area where you bounce, okay, but it just may not be a significant bounce that you're looking for in terms of a true reversal, okay? But let's just say this is a valid wedge. Let's get some targets here. All right, so from the swing high to our said swing low right now, we would be looking for targets to go up to first the 50% retrace, okay? And then up to the last target would be the 618 if we got there, okay? All right, man. I hope that's helpful. And this is not financial advice, guys. This is all just for your learning. And I hope that this is educational for you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys haven't done so already. And please hit the subscribe button and tick the little bell. YouTube has told me that over 50% of people watching my content aren't actually subscribed to the channel. So it would really, really help if you guys do subscribe and click that little bell. All right. This was another one I was looking at, was SRM. Just for a trade, okay? Again, also in a nice little wedge, okay? Looks very getting really tight down here. Okay. Are we showing anything on the oscillators? It looks like we are. We're showing that regular bullish divergence again. We are showing it on the 4 hour. All right? We're showing it. Showing it there. We're flashing buy signals here on the 4 hour. Hourly also flashing these buy signals, okay? MFI. So this looks like it might have even double bottomed here, right? So if that's the case, then we could definitely potentially see a move to the upside, right? SRM, okay, guys? Make sure you guys Yep. I think I did call this out, right? I called this out down here somewhere, and we got a nice move up to the top of the wedge. Came back down now, and looks like it might be setting up again to make a potential lower high, or maybe we get a breakout, right? Maybe we get a breakout. So SXP and SRM I'm liking. I'm going to look at Uniswap real quick because there's been a lot of hype around this coin. And it was also in a falling wedge before that I saw. It looks like it broke out of it. And here it goes. So yeah, Uniswap was in a wedge. We got the breakout, looks like, on the hourly here. So this... Let's get targets on where Uniswap's going to go. Here we go. Uniswap. Uniswap could get up to 640 area or the 618. Okay. 685 area. All right. If this is a falling wedge. So Rune is another potential setup too. I was looking at. Also showing on the hourly, showing some RSI bullish divergence. The 4 hour also showing it. I'm liking this. This looks good to me because we're at the bottom of the RSI. Plenty of room to move back to the upside. And also we're in a squeeze. We're in a DMI squeeze that we can see. Okay. Now, obviously, this asset hasn't really had any upside just yet, but it's a very new asset, so I'm not really going to judge based on 15 days or 16 days of data. But we could have found a potential bottom here. I mean, we're going to see, right? This could be a nice little wedge to play. Solana was another one that I was looking at. Clearly in a bear flag, but we could break this bear flag bullishly. We are showing that RSI divergence on the 4 hour. You guys got anything else tonight? Tesla. Yeah, let's take a look at Tesla, actually. It's good. It's a good call. So as you guys know, September 22nd is Battery Day. So we could, I mean, this is actually looking pretty good on the 4 hour right now. We had this ever so slight negative momentum come in, okay? So this is actually looking like it's setting up for higher prices right now, showing this bullish divergence here on the MACD oscillator. Now, are we showing it on the RSI? We also are showing it on the RSI, okay? We're sitting at 63 on the RSI, bullish territory. Tesla looking great, man. Tesla looking great. What happened to my chart here? Yeah, it's really weird that my chart does that a lot. But it was this pattern here. The right angled descending broadening wedge pattern ushering in this major move. But going parabolic, right, is where Tesla's going right now. So we could break out of this, back test it, and run again. I mean, if we're going parabolic, we might as well just go parabolic, right? It's pretty nuts, man. Tesla's been pretty nuts. Oscillator's looking bullish, man. You're about to get a nice bullish cross here on the daily MACD. You're showing triple MACD hidden bullish divergence here on the daily. Okay, and you're showing that at 4 hour bullish divergence. Okay. Well, unless the stock market just opens down tomorrow and just, you know, we get wrecked up here, I'd expect Tesla to continue pushing higher. Especially, we'll probably get a big move into into Tuesday, and probably buy the rumor, sell the news type deal, right? So tomorrow we might see a big move up for Tesla, and then Tuesday we might see the drop off, the dump after the news is dropped on batteries. Bitcoin on the move right now, huh? Go back to Bitcoin real quick. All right, so we're back above that 10,950 area, which is a crucial area for Bitcoin. I mean, guys, if we can get back above, this 11.6 area, 11.7 area, and then regard this as support, you know, then we're talking about another leg up. Sure. But if we don't, and we regard this area as resistance, you know, we can go back down to, you know, this downsloping line of resistance that was regarded, you know, for since 2017's high, 2018's high. We're at a pivotal area. That's what I'm saying. So if market participants want, I mean, there's obviously the path of least resistance for Bitcoin is to the upside, right? Because there's less resistance up here than there is support below us. There's a lot more support below us than there is resistance to the upside, right? So market participants obviously know that, and they're going to try to manufacture some sort of, you know, they're going to try to panic the market somehow, right? Let's create a dump. Okay, let's create a dump. Where are we dumping to? Okay, 95, 96. Okay, fill the gap and then go. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? We could also dump further, man. We can dump back down to the, like, you know, 8,500, 8,600 area. Like, it's totally a possibility. Totally a possibility. It's kind of unclear what's happening right now. That's all I'm saying. We're in bear flag. We're consolidating up here for now. Like I said, we are showing that bearish convergence on the daily oscillator. All right. But we're still sitting in bullish territory here on the daily RSI. All right, we could just use this area as a support and pivot and run. It's totally possible. You know, we did paint a daily bearish engulfing candle yesterday. All right. So that's it. There's not really too much happening right now in the Bitcoin market. It's just kind of sitting in this range for right now, right? We're not really showing anything crazy on the oscillators. It's kind of boring. There's not really too much volatility happening, right? Let's look at gold. Gold kind of doing a lot of the same things it's been doing, and it hasn't really been doing too much, but it's methodically making higher lows. But we haven't been able to produce a higher high just yet. Okay, so there's that. We have a real supply line here. Going into a squeeze on the daily. Okay. Now, gold's been on quite a run. Would make a lot of sense if gold did drop, okay? Anyways, we're just getting really tight on the range here for gold. Hmm. The gold not doing too much right now. Let's look at Polkadot. Everyone's been hyping up Polkadot quite a bit. Okay. Now I had this drawn out. Looks like it broke. So it looks like it's using and regarding this previous breakout area as a support, which makes sense. So something like that, I guess. Okay, so if this could be a potential bottom, could be. 4 hour kind of indicating that, showing us that 4 hour RSI bullish divergence. So if that's the case, and that is the bottom, then we could get this breakout. We get the breakout. Uniswap breaking out of its wedge. Look at total 2 real quick. So total 2. We got to a pretty critical area here and kind of pull back. All right. Now this looks like a lot like Ether and it being in a bear flag, right? Total 2 is everything excluding Bitcoin. Learn something new every day, right, Brando? So we're flashing buys down here on the hourly. Could end up getting and producing a lower high before, you know, coming back down again. Something to pay attention to for sure, okay, is total 2 versus total, which obviously is basically market cap of everything but Bitcoin divided by the total market cap. So basically you can see if the altcoins are actually going to continue to move against Bitcoin. That's what we're going to see right now. Looks like we're breaking that trend line right now. Okay, but right now it's being respected. Okay, we're literally right on it. If we get a bounce here, that'd be good for the altcoins. Okay, so we broke the supply line, right? Broke it back in July. And it looks like we're barely hanging on to this weekly trend line support, okay, that we've created since then. So something to pay attention to for sure, all right, is total 2 versus total in where the altcoins are going to head versus Bitcoin right now. And another way you can really look at this also is to look at Bitcoin dominance. I think I covered this earlier. Bitcoin dominance is on the move up, right? It's on the move up. So if Bitcoin dominance is on the move up, then you know, watch out for those altcoins. They're definitely going to take a beating, okay? So it's almost safe to either be tethered right now or to be in mostly Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's dominance is heading higher right now. Okay. So a lot of people are selling their altcoins for Bitcoin and or taking cash out of the market right now because it's sort of uncertain as to what's happening, right? Until there's a real trade setup. I mean, this is a trader's market, guys. Make sure you guys know that, right? So we're still above this heart line here, okay, which is good. We're holding this as a major level of support for right now. If we can, the longer we can stay up here and hold these levels up here, the greater the chance and the bigger the chance for the bulls to take over here, right? So that's kind of what we want. We're waiting to see, kind of how we're gonna react up here above this 11K area, really. Well, this like 11.4 area. This was like the major level that we were holding above this channel here for a while, and then, you know, produced this lower high and then dumped, right? So if we can get back above and kind of stay up here, that to me signals that we're going much higher in price, and that the market's regarding it as a major support level. Negating all of this bear flag stuff and, you know, dumping back down to 8,500 and 9,600 where the gap is. So far, that gap didn't get filled on CMEs. And everyone's like, oh, we got to fill the gap. We got to fill the gap. You don't always have to fill the gap right away. I mean, this was a breakaway gap up, okay? Signaling a lot of strength for Bitcoin. So do understand that we may not fill this gap. It's possible that we don't fill the gap if we don't break back down to those levels, or even come close to them, okay? And if we do dump, make sure that you do have your buy orders set near supports so you can get filled, because that would be a blessing to get an $8,500 Bitcoin again. Right? You guys got anything else for me tonight? I was looking at Algorand too. This asset kind of still looks crappy, honestly. But if it can make a higher low on the RSI here, and it just broke this weekly trend of support, upsloping trend, unfortunately. There could be a little setup on this. Not yet, actually. This one kind of got tossed up pretty bad. Could be that it's coming towards the edge of this right now. This could be a potential setup. All right, so keep an eye on Algorand. I think this is a potential. I showed a few earlier, SRM and SXP, also in potential setups, all pending upon what Bitcoin does. Right, so this little wedge pattern here. And SXP also, nice little wedge pattern here. All right. You guys got anything else? Brando, Satoshi Nakamoto. You guys got anything else? Microsoft. All right, let's do it. It's like we nearly did the measured move, man. It pretty much hit the top, right? Pretty much. Pretty much topped out, looks like. I mean, look at all this bearish divergence we got here on the weekly, man. Right, higher high on price, but lower levels of RSI, right? Lower levels on the RSI, but higher high on price. So we have a bearish divergence playing out here. Now, divergences don't always play out as strongly in bullish conditions, right? So we may not get as big of a move down, but time to dump. Yeah. Could be, man. Could be. So we're going to come back down and back test this area, this 191 area. It's definitely in a bear flag right now, like almost 100% in a bear flag. So that's most likely what it does. CNK, yeah, I got you, man. So from your swing high to swing low, okay, you've done almost a 618 retrace, 61.8% retrace. You've been making lower highs. You're kind of holding on to these lows for now. Nice, good old bear flag. All right, well that's close enough, but you guys get the drift here. This looks inherently bearish. Okay, we made impulse down. We got a big bounce. Made almost a filled this gap here, almost a 61.8% retrace. Came back down. Found a brief support here, making a lower high. Came back down again, tested the same support, pivoted again, tried to make a higher high, and made a lower high in terms of this high, and then dumped. And now we're towards the bottom of the flag again, right? Yes, we are showing some signs of some divergence here on the 4-hour, okay? We are showing that 4-hour RSI bullish divergence. So that could mean we try to get a reversal. Maybe we end up making another lower high, okay? Again, the pattern is bearish, so it's not going to be a big move to the upside. It's not going to be like, oh, we're going to just break out, you know. We could. It's possible that this could be a bottoming bear flag. Very possible. But given current market conditions, in that you know, we are kind of trending to the downside here for the last, you know, few days, weeks. This could just end up making a lower high. You know, we could target these areas here. If you're looking for a long setup, you could potentially take a long setup here. We're looking maybe as far as, I mean, we can just get our fib targets here, right? So from our swing high here to our swing low here, you know, we're looking anywhere in that 382 to 618 area for potential reversals. So anywhere from 1250 to about 14 and a quarter, okay? It can reverse anywhere in here, all right? You go over your steps to analyzing a brand new ticker. What are the things you look for? Is there a checklist? There isn't really a checklist, man. And honestly, brand new tickers I don't really look at because there isn't really any edge to trading them, right? What I'm looking for is I'm looking for areas of value, typically, okay? I'm looking for falling wedges. I'm looking for bear flags, maybe, if I want to trade to the downside, right? I'm looking for bull flags if I want to trade to the upside. I'm looking for bullish rectangles from also trading to the upside, and bearish rectangles from trading to the downside. So it's really all about what kind of trader you are and what kind of patterns you want to familiarize yourself with in looking to trade, right? So if you see something on the chart that other traders also see, typically it's going to play out how other people also are perceiving the same thing, right? So there's an inherent psychology behind all of this stuff. And then on top of that, you have, yes, I meant not a brand new ticker to the market, but brand new to you. Oh, so if it's something that I've never charted before, I'm going to dissect it by going to start at the weekly time scale, look for support and resistances, major supports and resistances. I'm going to look what kind of trend that ticker's in. Is it overall in a bullish macro trend, or has the stock been dumping since 1998, right? So like, it all depends on what you're looking to trade and how you're looking to trade it, right? So if you're looking for a pullback to buy, obviously you're probably looking for a stock that's in a macro bullish trend, right? If you're looking for a stock to short, you're probably looking for a partial rise on an asset to short, right? But yeah, this CNK here looks like we could be going into a squeeze. Looks like you're going into a squeeze here, and you could end up making a move to the upside only because you're showing this bullish divergence here, and you're also showing it on the 4-hour oscillator, and you're towards the bottom of the bear flag, right? And some could argue that this is also the start of a falling wedge. Yeah, man, no problem, dude. No problem. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys haven't done so already. It really helps the YouTube algorithm and helps the videos rank higher on YouTube. And if you guys haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and get all the notifications that we put out content. I try to put out content at least once a week for you guys. Mostly, I've been just doing a lot of live streaming because it's just been a little easier for me in terms of my time. But if you guys do have any recommendations or any content ideas that you guys would like me to show to you guys, or you guys want to learn something, please make sure you guys post that information in the description and comment section on YouTube. Or if you guys want to join the Discord, you can do that. And also, we love that type of feedback as well, all right? Thank you so much, Corn Trader. Appreciate it, man. All right, so yeah, CNK looks like it could get a little bit of a move back to the upside, right? We did explain that we are showing that 4-hour RSI bullish divergence. It could take some time to play out. Again, we're in a bearish trend, so it may not move as much as you think it will, right? Like typically, if we were in a bullish trend, then yeah, we're probably going to do the whole move, and we might have even broken out of this thing already. So just keep that in mind for this asset. If you guys are trading it or holding it or whatever you guys are doing with it, This asset's I don't know the fundamentals of this stock either, so they could have some really good, groundbreaking things happening. I don't know, but this could be a bottoming bear flag, right? You were at major levels of support when you bounced, so keep that in mind that this could be the bottom on this asset. Could be. Could be. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I'll give you guys a minute. You guys got 1 minute to give me another ticker. If not, the stream is over. Till next week. Ready, go. XRP. All right, we got a winner. I feel like I do this every stream. I forget what chart I actually charted it on. Was it Bittrex? No, it wasn't Bittrex. It was. It was Bitfinex. It wasn't Bitfinex. Was it Poloniex? I feel like it was Poloniex. I just don't know what happened in my charts, but anyway, this doesn't matter. Okay. We had this originally drawn out like this. You know, supply line broken. I would say Binance has more volume than Bittrex yet, for sure. It's probably not even close. It's really aggravating me right now that I have to redraw all this. All good. Perfect. So, okay, here we are. Impulse up, back test. We could consolidate here. You know, and then we're looking at, you know, a potential double up in price once we do actually break out of this major downsloping, consolidating full flag, right? Something like that. All right. So XRP looking pretty good. Now these are your areas of resistance, 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 resistance. All right, so I think we can easily get back up to this 50% area, which is around the 58 cents, before we get a major move back to the downside. Obviously, we got this little impulse up here and a back. We're getting a back test right now. And this supply line was broken. Supply line was broken. Okay. Well, hopefully that's helpful for all you XRP fans out there. And, oh, why did that happen? You guys got anything else? Going once? Going twice? Going 3 times? You guys got 1 minute. 1 more minute for another free TA on a ticker. There's plenty of YouTubers out there that charge for this type of stuff, guys, and I'm doing it willingly for you guys. Thank you, William. Thank you for joining and smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. We appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So you guys got anything else? We've been streaming now for a little bit over an hour, guys. Hey, no problem, Brad. Now you guys have a wonderful evening, all right? And a wonderful week at that. Hopefully we do see some more bullish activity from Bitcoin. Actually, looks like Bitcoin is on the move right now. Let's take a look at Bitcoin real quick before we jump, all right? So we did pivot and use this area as a support, okay? And now we're showing some hidden divergence here. Let's look at SXP. We got any move ups here? All right, we're starting, man. We're starting. SRM. There you go, guys. Nice little trade setup here. Don't ignore this. This is real, right? We got a double bottom. Oh, nice pivot on ETH here, too. Came right back into the bear flag, okay? So what we're looking for here is a move all the way to the top, if we can, back to this 420 area, okay? We get it, and we back test, 400 and pivot out. That would be very bullish. And that would be a cup. That would be a cup continuation pattern. All right, well, I'll leave you guys with that. This looks pretty good right now. If we can get back into this flag and and make higher highs, okay? Key word here is make higher highs. If we can get back above $400, then we're talking about a move back to the upside, okay? All right, well, for now, guys, appreciate all you guys joining the stream tonight, and we'll catch you guys in the next stream. Hopefully, maybe next Saturday, I'll be doing a 1 p.m. Eastern stream. If not, it'll definitely be Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Again, thank you guys again for joining, and we'll catch you guys live in the next stream. Have a wonderful week, guys.